So, once again, Rockstar Games have struck at an hour of time none of us expected, and they have released another 6 brand new screenshots of wildlife and animals such as predators and prey in the world of Red Dead Redemption 2. And these screenshots are beautiful once again, much like the last ones that were released of the fox and all the other creatures like so. This time, I think it's more oriented towards predators, although there is some prey, even though they are considered predators to other animals, and I think that's what Rockstar Games are doing. So first we have a really beautiful screenshot showing off a handful of the horse colours and variants we can expect to see in the game. Now these horses are of course wild horses, unrelated to horses we can expect to see throughout towns, cities and rural villages. Wild horses in the game will be tameable, so of course we can all expect to go out hunting for some really awesome variants and colours to acquire for selling or using ourselves when the game is released in October. In terms of the screenshots they've released today, this one's probably the most mild screenshot in terms of how much there is to analyse. We then have the next shot here demonstrating the sheer detail Rockstar have gone into on the small minute details and features on the animals as well. As you can see, even the small details like the shape and perimeter of the feathers all look incredibly detailed on this bird. A great example here as well of how the ecosystem and food chain will work in the game. We can see it's managed to catch a fish and clutch it in its claws from the river or the lake nearby, and these are the sort of activities that will be going on during the game no matter whether we're in the area or not. The ecosystem will continue to thrive and survive as it does in the real world. At face value, this might seem obvious to point out that the bird has a fish, but we do forget that in Red Dead Redemption 1 and GTA 5, animals didn't serve a purpose of a food chain or survival. Next up we have this cat devouring a pigeon. Poor pigeon, I have to say. Again, another example of how the food chain will work. No more will animals just attack and then leave their prey. Birds will clutch fish from the rivers and take them to their nests to feed to their babies. And in this example, a cat has hunted down and preyed on a pigeon, probably waited to strike when the pigeon landed, and now it's holding it in a very similar way as the cats do in real life. I'm pretty sure we all know that it's a very common known fact that cats like to bring in dead mice and rats into the homes in the real world. Well, it's going to happen this time in Red Dead Redemption 2. Next up, by far the best screenshot in my opinion, this sincerely fierce bear. A bear here in the lake clearly hunting its prey. In Red Dead Redemption 2, I can't help but notice the bears look a lot more intimidating than they did in Red Dead Redemption 1. Not just in terms of detail and quality of graphics, but also how he's watering from the mouth, and the snarl on his face just looks completely terrifying. You can see how the birds are fleeing the area, and of course the intelligence of the animals now stretch much further than, oh, there's a bear in the area, fly away. They physically try and fear and maneuver away from these animals as well. Speaking of another predator, we have an alligator right here. It looks like this one in particular lurks near the underneath of a bridge. Now this is the swamps in the game near the area called La Gras, or La Grasse, however you want to pronounce it. It's going to be the swampy area in the game that will surround the city of Saint-Denis. You see, Saint-Denis is based on New Orleans in real life, very popular area and definitely lots of swamps surrounding it, and that is where Rockstar Games have based the city of Saint Denis or Saint-Denis, however you want to pronounce it. That's where it's based on. So these predators like alligators are exactly what we can expect to see in the areas of the southeastern part of the map outside of the city in the swamps, and the bears are going to be animals we could expect to see in areas like the grizzlies and of course the tall trees area from the last game, Red Dead Redemption. And finally, please don't hate me for this, but I actually don't know what animal this is. Why don't you guys let me know down below what animal this is? I would say that it looks a lot like a raccoon, but of course it's submerged in the water. I don't want to state things on this channel because I don't really like delivering you guys facts that are incorrect, but as you can see, it's in a woodland area. There's not really a lot to say about this particular screenshot, other than in the same similarity to the fox that was released the other day. Look at the detail on the fur and the little ripples in the water. Definitely a lovely little animal here. I don't know whether it's going to be fierce in the game. I would say it's a raccoon, but like, I may be wrong. Let me know down below if I am. I'm probably totally wrong about them being friendly as well. I can totally see myself going up to him and going, "Hey little fella, he's got my finger." You can picture the rest. That's all for the screenshots today. I want to thank you guys for watching, and of course let me know down below which screenshot was your favourite. See you guys in the next one. Stay cool, stay awesome, and adios.